Hi, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Monique Carlisle. I am your business optimization automation specialist here at Midas Web. My job is to help you scale. We do that by coming on live every day, Monday through Thursday at 12 noon Central to share a business tip, trick, strategy, something you can use in your business right now to grow and scale. We then take that great strategy and we fulfill it with an AI tool. So we've used Perplexity.ai, ChatGPT is the most common one. I've shown Leonardo AI and a bunch of others. So we're going to fulfill that strategy with an AI tool. Then we take that wonderful fulfillment, all of that great work we've done, and we implement it with our automation system. Here at Midas Web, we utilize the high-level automation system. It is fantastic. And so we would love to support you in your use of the high-level system. We are resellers and would love to help get you onboarded and start scaling your business that way. If we could support you in getting that started, let us know. After our training today, we're going to hop into a Zoom room where you can ask all of your questions about business, strategy, idea, soundboarding, or we can talk about AI or talk about your platform. Anything and everything is on the table for you to find some great resources and just get your questions answered. To get to that Zoom link, click the link below, and that'll help you register and hop into there right about 12:30 after today's training. So today we are talking about print media. Print media is, I totally forgot to even bring one. Print media is anything that you print. Now we're talking flyers, posters, promotion stickers, but primarily business cards. We're going to focus on business cards today because it is a great, really inexpensive way to get your name out there. You can hand them out like candy. Some people hold on to them in buckets. So I have my bucket of processed cards, and then I have my bucket of non-processed cards. We do a lot of networking here at Midas Web. We collect a lot of cards. And you want to make sure that the information you're providing in your print media is effective. If it's not effective, they're going to throw it away. It needs to grab their attention, express your brand, your style, your purpose of that print media, and then make them want to hold on to it, make them want to do something with it. There's a lot of great things you can do on your business card. Put a QR code. That's number one. It is the current way of communicating. There are free QR codes. I'm going to show you one today in Canva. And you want to put that QR code on your business card, and it should connect to something important, like your link tree, or your social media, or your book with me page, or your blog, or anything at all. If you are a content seller and you have a book that you wrote, maybe it connects to your Amazon or your e-commerce that connects them directly to purchasing those products. Your QR code needs to be on your card. It helps them connect with you. And then, of course, your classic information, your business name, your phone number, and where you serve. So you need to put the location. You don't need to put your home address. If you have a brick and mortar, you want to put the business address, but you want to put the area you serve. Are you primarily, we're based here in Houston, so are we Houston, Texas? Are we the state of Texas? Where can we serve? This is super, super important for the insurance industry specifically, because there's a regulation there. You can only serve, and you're only certified and licensed in certain states. So you might want to have that. And that could be on a QR code too. You could put a little QR code that says, see if I'm licensed in your state, or see everywhere I'm licensed. And that goes to your certification page. These are just ideas. But what I really, really, really want to focus on today is color. Okay. Recently, a lot of legislation has been coming through on websites and web presence when it comes to being ADA compliant. So Americans with Disabilities Act is ADA. I think that's what it stands for. Now, I'm not a politician. I'm not a legislator. I don't work with that population specifically, but you have, as a business owner, you have to be aware of the regulations, and they have dropped a lot when it comes to making your web presence accessible. Things like color scheme. Is it contrasting? If they're using a screen reader, can the screen reader see all the things on your website? Those are all things to consider. Look into your regulations. We might do a whole training on that later. But my point of this is there could be some things coming down in the pipeline. Hopefully not too much, but there might be something on what you can present when it comes to print media. Because I have run across some business cards that were really, really challenging. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is making your print media effective. So without further ado, we're going to jump right over into Canva. That's going to be our tool for today. All right, we're actually going to share this one. All right, so I'm logged into my account, and we're just going to go create a business card. All right, so we're just going to create a classic business card. I'm going to show you some important do's and don'ts. Canva is a fantastic tool. It has templates for you to rely on and build from, and it's free. Canva is free. You won't have access to the Pro, so all the things with crowns. But if you do get the Pro account, I think it's like $15 a month. So if you do create a lot of content, it could be a good investment. But let's start with a dark background. Let's just pick this one. Let's just apply for the pages. All right, so we have our template up. You'll notice that this has a dark background with a light white color. I have seen some business cards where they have this dark black background and then they put a color like that. Real dark red. Legit, I have seen this. That's super hard to see. It can also be the other way. You don't want to put green on blue. If you are an artist, which I am not, then you kind of know these things. But if you aren't an artist and you don't do a lot of color theory, that's where we're going to lean on ChatGPT. So we're going to come over to ChatGPT and we're going to get some color schemes. When you're working with your AI tool on this specific type of prompt, you want to think about what your color can communicate. So we all know that colors can invoke emotion. Fire is passion and excitement. So is orange. Blue is calming. White is purity. Purple is royal. Those are some things that most of us have been taught in elementary school. But let's get a refresher. I am trying to develop my brand color scheme. Please tell me some general guidelines on how to use color to create emotions and opinions. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. And I'm just throwing together something. So color psychology is what it's going to call it. Again, we've got red, passion, energy, blue, so on and so forth. What I have done with ChatGPT is I utilize this tool to help me build website copy, marketing materials, email, things like that. And I use it for branding advice. So it gives me a bunch of these. Now, what I can do next is I can tell it I'm in a specific business. So we'll let it finish. I'm going to start building. Let's stick with the mindset coach that we did earlier this week. I am a mindset coach working with entrepreneurs to remove self-limiting beliefs and instill confidence in their ability to provide services to their clients. What color scheme would you recommend for my website and marketing materials? All right. Now, you'll notice that I didn't go into a role. You can step back and you can do that. Act as an expert marketing coach with specialization in color theory. And what did ChatGPT call it? Color ESYCHOOO. Okay, that's not right, but I'm going to let it fix it for me. Okay, color psychology. Perfect. Now I'm going to click enter. Another amazing tool that I absolutely love. I'm going to let GPT do its work, and it's going to give me some suggestions. Working a little slower today. Is I have a tool. I'm going to go over here, and let's just use a common site like Amazon. I have a tool here called Color Picker, and I use this for matching brand colors when I'm building sites. So if you're on a website and you're like, oh, that blue is so pretty, and oh, I really like the way that shade of purple, you can use a tool like Color Picker. This is just a Chrome plugin, and I just click Pick Color, and I can say, okay, I really like this. I gotta find it. Oh, it's not gonna work for that. Let's see. I really like this. Highlight the gold. I really like this purple. So now I just clicked on that dark hue that was here, and now I have the hex code. And so I can take this hex code and then build my branding with it, and we'll do that in a moment. So this is another great tool you can utilize. Okay. And here's your color palette. So remember that hex code I just showed you with the color picker? GPT is actually giving me that hex code as well. So now I can go play with these and see how they work on my website. So now that we've done our color theory research, we can use this both in ChatGPT. So let's go back to our design. And let's say I really like, oops, I don't need that anymore. I really like this purple. And we wouldn't put it onto the white DG because that's going to make it too dark. But let's change our background. So I'm going to click on the background color. I'm going to click add, put in my hex code. Oops, it did not color my hex code. Or copy. There we go. Copy and paste. All right, now we have this beautiful purple. That's actually really nice. And then so on and so forth. Now, when you're doing your automations within the system, you can use the hex codes in a couple of different ways. The first way is, of course, on the sites itself. So when you go into editing any of your sites, let's say the nail salon, since we're dealing with this purple, I'm going to go edit the website. And your colors are going to be on the right over here with all of your settings. All right, so let's scroll down and say, okay, I don't want this green. I want it to be that purple. So your background color is on the right. Just click the palette. It'll open this up. And then the one I want is not here, obviously. So I'm going to click this hyperlink, add a custom color, and I'm going to paste in the custom code. 1 hashtag, not 2. And now you'll see that it populates this, and I can name it, main purple, and then click add color. And now it's done. Now, obviously, this black is not going to be effective, so we need to change that background color. That text color. So you'll click in this box, scroll down to color, and click white. Oh, looks like it's a bold. So that's really cool here is that if you bold it, italics or underline, let's make a couple of different colors to show that. So I'll make the main color bold, and then italics will make it, how about yellow? So I can underline, and it changes the color. There's black. Let's make it blue. I can bold it or unbold it. I can make it italics, and they'll all be different colors. So you get to play with that to really make your message pop when you're developing your website. Now this is not the only place to put your custom colors. You can also use it. I'm not going to save these changes. You can also save it as a custom value. So we looked at this yesterday. So if you want the same color to be across all of your websites, you can create a custom value. And we're going to call this main color 1. And we're going to put the custom hex code here and create. Now, everywhere that this key shows up, it's going to drop in this hex code. So what do you do with this? We're going to copy that. And we're going to come back to our site. And we're going to click on the element we want. And this should work. There it goes. So it automatically updated. Why this is helpful, you can create this custom color, and then when you duplicate your sites or you're selling your snapshots to other businesses, you could just have this custom value. So I'm going to show you what I just did. I want to edit this. So I have it selected, and then I'm just going to click that hyperlink again, and it will open. Hold on. Where did it go? It just did it. Update. There we go. You click the update button. That way they only have to put in their colors, their branding colors on the custom value page. Instead of having to go through each page and updating it all across the system, you just have this custom value key right here, and it will update across the system. So super cool, super helpful. And just remember a couple of other key tips. Font size is super important. This is the size of your card. So you might not need all of this white space. So I recommend make it a 10 or even a 12. When you use size 6 font, it makes it very, very difficult to see. So watch your sizes and print it. Go and print you a sample just to see what it's going to look like. One of the hardest things for me when I'm looking at business cards is when this is a size 6. And sometimes it's a size 6 or even a 4. And the whole business card is empty. It's something like this where there's not a lot of information. So we want to make sure that we are making it readable so that you stay in contact with those people. Let's see, what else can I offer? Oh, the QR code. QR codes can be made inside Canva. They're under apps. And then you can just type in QR code. I have it automatically in mine. So it saved it since I use it so often. And then I can just type in and generate code. And now I have QR code. And then I can add my text around it and make it beautiful. Style. So your font has an option. You have lots and lots of options in Canva. I recommend you keep it in a print style. When you start getting into things like cursive, it becomes very difficult to read, and you don't want any misspellings. If they're putting you in your CRM, they want to be sure that they are spelling your name correctly. And as you change the font to different styles, watch how that style changes in size. So this is size 10 in, I'm not sure, moon time, but size 10 in Laura is very much bigger. So watch that as well so that, again, it is readable. Let's see, what else can I offer you guys today? I think that'll just about cover it. We'll do a whole training on Canva. I love it. It's amazing. But this is really a lot of fun, and you can create arrows and point at all of the great things. So you have your QR code, looking for the rotate. You can have a call to action that says, click here to book, click here to see my schedule, click here to get information to connect on Facebook. So you can create fun stuff like that and really draw the attention to it. The last thing I'll leave you with today is when you're creating your print media, be conscious of the backside. So if you're going to do a back to your business card, since we're talking about business card specifically, try to, if you can, make it white. Now my letters can't be seen. Make it something of a light color, like white or light blue or something. And the reason for that is notes. A lot of people, experienced networkers, will take notes on your conversation right then and there. Follow-up dates, appointment dates, referrals they need to give you. They need white space. So you can create the back of your card to be different than the front so that you have room for that. Now, this is a light enough color that we can write on this with black ink, but if you did have a dark black card, that makes it very difficult. So what can you do in that situation? What I would do, I'm going to change these back to another color so I can see it, is put a box. Especially in Canva, we'll go and we'll ask for a rectangle and just put a box and make it white. Work on it for aesthetics, make it pretty, put some words on here that says, notes about our meeting, or it was great to meet you, follow-up steps, to-dos, or just put notes here. And again, you're creating that white space for communication. So this is a really great strategy, and it shows that you want them to take notes about your business. You can't expect us to remember everything, right? So I think I covered everything: QR code, size, font style, and you can even ask ChatGPT, what fonts should I consider for my business? ChatGPT doesn't know a lot about my business right now. This is the mindset coach that we used as an example. But if you give it more information about your tone and your style and what resonates with you, then you can give it that information, and then it will give more relevant things that work well. So here's some suggestions, and it will continue writing. And there you go. I hope that was, let me stop sharing. I hope that was helpful today. I know it was a little scattered, but the point is your print media needs to be effective, readable, and communicate who you are, what you do. If you have more questions about your flyers and posters and things like that, we didn't dig into all of that, click the link below. Let's hop in and talk about how you implement print media in your business today. Thank you so much for joining, and y'all have a great day. Bye now.